Hey y'all, it's Courtney, and I am back with the second part of my video. Today, we're going to jump right into this because I already did part 1 to this. I tried to film the whole thing once, kept talking and talking and talking, didn't even realize that it cut off like 20 minutes before I thought it did. This phone usually has a lot more space in it, so yeah, I've been through this once, so hopefully it goes a little smoother this time. And I don't want to go on a lot of tangents like I usually do, so we're just going to get into it. This is the second part of my video talking about Driven Industries. He is really big on TikTok. I think he has like 700,000 followers, mainly children. Obviously, TikTok is a children's app. I don't think it's supposed to be a children's app, but let's face it, most of the people on there are under 18. And he happens to be a self-proclaimed mental health and addiction / recovery advocate. So yeah, let's get into the rest of what this guy's up to. So where we left off was the 20-year-old girl that he had in his hotel room with him, who was extremely uncomfortable. We're going to go and search the unknown. Okay, let's see if we can find this again. Okay, there it is.
Adult should tell that to any child at all. Rather it's a joke, rather it's not a joke, your parents. The next clip I'm about to show you, someone asked, how can I get over someone under the age of 18?
Okay.
That are even 13 in there.
Maybe, you know what, I'm not going to show any more of this video, but this video is the unknown re-uploader, but the actual person that did this video, his name was, hold on.
Before, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification.
Gary Unfiltered. He must have deleted his original video because, like I said, the unknown re-uploader re-uploaded it. So I'll just tell you what happened in the rest of it, of his video. Basically, another comment that that Eric said was, like I said, they're mostly kids on his TikTok live streams, obviously. So a kid asked, how do you get over a breakup? And Eric replies, to get over one, you get under a new one, basically. And I get it, haha, dad jokes, like, you're 40, but you have to realize who your audience is. When you're talking to children, you reply like you're talking to children. If he would have replied to my 12-year-old like that, I would find him. Or whoever was telling my kid to get under somebody else. That's not inappropriate. And like I said, nothing. I don't know that anything he's done is necessarily illegal, but extremely inappropriate. So another thing that he did was, there is a kid named CG Kid, and this boy, this man, was a recovering addict. And he had a relapse. Well, right whenever they did their collab together, he had just gotten out of rehab, okay, because he had a relapse. Well, for some reason, old Eric over here found it acceptable and a good idea to reminisce about his drug use, saying, oh yeah, you know what, I will play that. I will play what he says, because it's just so distasteful.
Adult should tell that to any child. Now in the next clip,
okay, here we go.
Any and every body part. Go ahead and check it out yourself. And we may have done a lot of stupid stuff, but it doesn't really define who we are. Now in the next clip, takes a turn for the worse. Go ahead and check it out yourself.
RV shows of being stuck in a hotel room with like my third wife used with me. So I'd be like snorting coke off of any and every body part. And she'd be snorting coke off of any and every body part.
Damn.
And like we wouldn't leave the room.
How do you snort coke off an asshole?
You lay it out very carefully.
Oh my
You're having a girl do a line of coke off of your dick. You know what I mean?
Okay, watch this kid how he's like puffing on his vape
You
too.
lay it out very carefully. You're having a girl do a line of coke off of your dick. You know what I mean? Let's be real. How fucking gnarly this shit
I do that when I'm stressed.
And then you're
I never
going.
had a girl do that. I'm not willing to.
You're going and you're having sex then, and you're doing some of this odd, just crazy shit. Like, there's parts of me as the different addict sides of like, dude, that was so much fun. You could go back to that.
So now we're talking about how gnarly it is to get coke, snorted or sucked off your private parts. He even said himself that it was so.
Okay, so the point with that part was, once again, not illegal, not anything, but inappropriate as fuck. Dude just got out of rehab from a relapse, and the way he was hitting that vape so hard and long, I do that when I'm stressed out. Or like when I'm in an awkward situation and I don't want to talk, so I just suck on my vape so I don't have to say anything. So yeah, he's like glorifying drug use and talking about how wonderful it was and gnarly and then we went and did this and then it reminds me that well you could go back and do that. You could we could go back to those days and we can reminisce and we can I can tell you how wonderful it is. He is romanticizing drug use to somebody who just relapsed and just got out of rehab. I mean, who would ever think that that is appropriate? So, the next part I want to talk to you guys about, I'm going to go here on Twitter, and if you guys want to see this stuff for yourselves, more than welcome, of course. Okay, let's go to Twitter, and I have to have my lighting turned down a little bit because my phone's on 5% and I don't want it to die. I should have charged it up a little bit before this, but I'm dumb. So, shit happens. Okay, so her name is at Miss Jiffy. And it's MIS Jiffy. Or, here. That's her. Okay, so I'm going to go from where she started up. So the first thing she says is, I've distanced myself in the Discord servers from Eric B. Zink and Driven Together, which is Driven Industries. 1. Inappropriate conversations with a minor. 2. Having sex with fans and posting to OnlyFans accounts. And 3. Sending dick pics, having an affair. Yes, this man's married before we get into all this stuff. He is married. Keep this in mind. Has a wife. Has a whole ass wife. And for his job, he travels the country. So he has all the places in the world to cheat on his wife. And he takes it to his advantage and gets his fans to come and meet him and fuck him to post to OnlyFans. So, let's get into that. First, I'm going to show you what Dr. Brennan, who is an actual mental health degree, said about it on his TikTok.
Our communities. And this, I don't normally like to do this. I always try to find the answer, but I also believe that as a therapist, we have a duty to protect our communities. And this man, who was a mental health advocate, and I used to think was a very good mental health advocate,
Me too.
is actually preying upon children. Yeah. So for those of you guys who don't know, this guy hands out his cell phone number so that way he can message people, and he was there to be supportive of people. And here's one of the message conversations right here. You can take a look at it. Let me post the other one. So if you pause the video and look at it, you'll see through
I'll read this in a minute.
how inappropriate these messages are. And this is from one of his teenagers that he was texting.
Teenager.
Go ahead, let me get out of the way so you can you'll notice there's some very explicit stuff at the bottom that's very questionable about this person. I am very upset that a person like this is posing as a mental health advocate when we already have enough trouble trying to get people to trust mental health, and someone like this is preying on little children. It's unacceptable.
Exactly. And I want to double down or second his opinion on, we already have so much trouble getting people to get help with their mental health, because people that have mental health issues, your brain is fighting against you, or addiction issues, your brain is fighting against you. You don't need help, you're fine, you got this, you can do this on your own. And of course it would tell you that, because it wants you to, your brain wants you to stay sick. It wants you to stay in that active addiction. It wants you to stay in that depression. It wants you to stay in that anxious, paranoid state. So people already have enough issues, because when you first get help with your mental health, it takes a very long time to find a good rhythm. It takes a very long time to get a good psychiatrist, psychologist, whatever. It's counselor, whatever you have. It takes a long time to find medications that work for you. It takes a long time for it to work. And it took me 15 years to finally get, well, about 10 years, because I started suffering with depression from about 15. Well, that's because I was using drugs, though. But my troubles started at about 12, whenever I got raped. And then after that, things just, tumbled downhill fast, all the way until I got clean. And that's when I really started suffering with my mental health issues when my mom passed away. That's when it got really bad. She passed away in 2011. So, it took me 4 years of trying to get help. Can you, all the times that I tried to get help to begin with, but a medicine didn't work right, so I just gave up. Or I didn't like my psychiatrist, so I just gave up. Or I didn't like how this facility ran, so I just gave up. Multiple times. It took me finally having a child and knowing that my children need the best mommy, the best version of mommy that I could possibly give them. That's what it took for me to finally get help. And it took me trying 4 different medications so that I could get a gene site testing done, so then that they could tell me what medications were good matches for me. I mean, it took time. And a lot of people give up because they want results now, especially drug addicts. We are all about instant gratification. And when you take a medication for 2 weeks and you feel no difference, you give up, because that's not instantly gratifying. It's a very slow process. And we don't want to hear that. If it's going to work, we want it to work right now. And that goes the same with people that have mental health issues. We think that it should work right now or it's not going to work. We don't give the process a chance. So I definitely second him saying that we already have enough issues getting people to trust the process and getting help a chance. And then people like this, instead of help people's traumas, he's creating trauma. But yet he's supposed to be a mental health advocate and describes himself as a mental health advocate and I don't even know if he's as much describes himself as a substance abuse advocate, but obviously he talks about addiction and that kind of stuff as well. So I would say, okay, so let's go and read these. Here they are. Okay. So here's the conversation that was in the back of that video. I'm trying to figure out which one comes first. Okay, so True. Oh well. What's going on? That's a shame. Does your butt smell? Don't really smell it, to be honest, Eric. LOL. Just curious. Don't fart or they smell worse. So what's really going? That's not a conversation word. LOL. Stop, smelly ass. What's up? So, hold on. My kid wants me. What, baby? Okay, I really hope this doesn't die, but if it does, I guess I'll have to do it. A third installment. I really don't want to do that, so I'm really hoping it doesn't. So here we go. So, that's not a conversation word. LOL. Stop, smelly ass. What's up? Oh, where'd it go? Where did it go? Of course this would happen. And then, no, that's so effort. Do you stink? LOL, I'm having fun. Lay in bed. It's 4 a.m. When's the last time you showered? Haha, I don't even remember. So your pits smell? Does it smell worse than your fart? Ha ha ha, F for fuck's sake. What's FFS mean? Well, there's no fucking if you smell bad, then no babies. That's when they say, true, oh well, what's going on? That's a shame. Does your butt smell? Hold on, the kids are arguing. Arguing over the TV. Who gets to watch TV? Or who gets to pick the next video? I mean, they will like to watch YouTube on TV. Does your butt smell? Don't really smell it, to be honest, Eric. Just curious, don't fart or it smells worse. So what's really going? That's not a conversation word. LOL. Stop, smelly ass. Okay, so there's that. So then here's another one. This person says, he says, they say, if you message here, you can send videos. He says, oh, okay. Well, if you don't mind the videos, LOL. They said, it will help me, LOL. And he sends this. Yes, that. Yes. And he didn't exit that, or he didn't put a smiley face there. Somebody else did. LOL, here to help. Feel free to join in, LOL. And then he says, better, hey, where are mine, LOL. So there's another one. I never agreed to send you any, LOL. Yes, much better. He said, LOL, true, and I'm done, LOL. Gross. Blech. So then he says, DM me with anything you want to see here. This is my escape from reality and coping, so I do enjoy making others happy. With a little devil face. Still waiting for the day to meet up with a fan and make some content. Love giving oral. He. Love choking her. So this has backfired before on me, but I'm hoping it doesn't this time. So I put together a survey. I had someone reach out to me from here and interested in making some content this Tuesday. So what would you like to see? It is a girl. Just wanted to throw that out there. LOL. So sex, blowjob, oral, hand job, giving rim job, receiving rim job, facial, cream pie eating. Disgusting. This man's married, by the way. Remember all that. So he's just a perfect role model for our children, right? Stop arguing, girls. So yeah. Yes, I'm getting ready to take care of it. Don't worry. They just want to argue because I'm filming. Oh my god. So, yeah. So, once again, this man is using his power, or whatever you want to call it, to find women, that think he's an idol, to give him OnlyFans content. So, not only is he using it to get OnlyFans content, but he's making money off of his fans as well. And he's married. So, how is this a good person, like he portrays himself as? So... the last thing is another section of texts. So I'm going to read those, and then that's it. Okay, I'm still recording. So he says, yeah, text me. The other person says, perfect. I'll say Zinc. Zinc, lol. You're my only friend online, so hi. Wow, lol. Hi. Smiley face, crying, smiley crying face. I will be your friend, lol. I won't send dick pics either. Yeah, I bet you won't do. So he says hi. They say hello. How you been? I'm alright, tired. How about you? Not bad. What you been up to? I was drunk last night, so I'm trying to survive. Just sitting. Haha. LMFAO. Well, you ever get bored and want to make OnlyFans content with me? Let me know. Hangovers are the worst. True. Haha. I'm out of my mind. I've been laying in bed all day. Yeah, that will do it. They say. At least I'm living my best life, right? Not, LMAO. LOL, exactly. Hey, you're not pregnant. I hope not. Ha ha ha. Anal sex is the only way to ensure no babies. They said, very true. Not my favorite. He says, ha ha ha. I won't even go into what I get requested from me. LMAO, foreplay is important. Ha 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 ha. Luckily I have two very good friends. Autumn, stop whining! Luckily I have two very good friends. Fuck that I don't do vanilla. And sex has to last 1 or 2 hours minimum, or it's a waste of my time. He's so gross. Luckily, or it's a waste of, yeah, fuck that. If I'm not coming 2 or 3 times, I don't really care. I love sex, and it has to be enjoyable. Love giving oral and getting the girl to scream. She says, that's always fun. He says, well, that and I record it all. Fucking puke. I don't think I've actually ever recorded anything unless the other person did. Haha. Haha. Well, even with my friends, if I need them for a while, I'll give them 100 an hour to record because I need the videos. Don't worry, I won't send you any and burn your eyes. They say, makes sense, ha ha ha, and oh my god, lol. Hey, if I need them to make time, I don't mind paying, or I take care of my friends. Yeah, so, freaking gross. This dude's just nasty. There is a ton more. I see that Josephine, I forget her, Unmumsy Musings, I believe, is her YouTube channel. I'll link it in this video as well, but I see that she just uploaded something. Oh, okay, so here's some victim blaming, and this is what I called deflecting plus victim blaming. FYI, there are more than 2 screenshots. You are not owning your shit. So this must be new.
To police officers that I know, essentially a minor, well, they post on social media they were suicidal. Well, mental health advocate, reach out, ask them. Essentially a minor, well, they post on social media they were suicidal. Well, mental health advocate, reach out, ask them if they're okay. 12 screenshots later. In those screenshots, I said one inappropriate thing. Should have showed the whole thing, would have seen a little bit more of the context. But what I said was inappropriate. How I feel and know that way is I showed this, and it took me time, to police officers that I know and don't know, along with lawyers. Regardless if this person was in my mental health community for a prolonged period of time, I said something inappropriate. Same as something inappropriate along the lines of me telling a teen to go kill themselves, or even an adult to go kill themselves. That happens all the time. We do say inappropriate things sometimes. I own this. Was it breaking the law? No. Do I want to talk to anybody? Not really. That's why I stopped giving out my number for a long time. I'm sure more in the following videos. It's too much to share it in just a 1-minute tick.
He tried to give me his phone number the other day. He tried to get me to get a hold of him just the other day and said, send me your videos. I like to, help out other mental health channels, blah, 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 blah. And guess what? I didn't. Even before I knew about all this, because I remember when all the Rewired Soul and Leafy Green shit happened, what he was about. And you know what? I would rather stay this size forever than to get gains from something like that, from someone like that. He is disgusting. He is disturbing. He uses the women and followers that look at him like an idol, and most of his followers are children, which is terrifying because then he has an OnlyFans. So, alright, y'all, my kids are being nuts. I gotta get out of here. I love y'all so much. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.